Hi, join me today to see how I make my new favorite earrings. Let's go! These earrings are inspired by a different earring I have made earlier. It's called the Blue Wave. So I wanted something that looks like that, but a bit more intricate. That it has a bit more weight and a bit more fine work in it. They did turn out to be my absolute favorite ones I have so far. They'll be made out of rosewood and a outside binding of maple with some blue veneer in between. Here you see me sewing the big piece of rosewood into the desired thickness I would need. And Nala, of course. Nala needs some snack. What a cutie. I've decided the wood and the veneers I will be using. Here you see me putting a flat edge to a piece of maple so I can saw out the bindings. That's nice and flat. Measuring the thickness of the bindings that will be needed approximately. And cutting out the veneers in the same thickness so that they can be glued on to the binding. Clamping them for a few hours until the glue dries. Looking if the thickness of the pieces of rosewood are similar and shaving them down so needed. Marking the right side to which direction planing goes easiest. And now marking the final shape so I can roughly start sawing out the piece. I continue with my chisel to further create the desired shape. Here I have to be careful to not chisel away in the wrong direction or a corner might splinter off. This rosewood is extremely hard. So in the crosscut parts I use a file to be more confident and get my work a bit more faster done. Doing some rough parts with the rotary Dremel, glued together with double-sided tape here, so I have a quite exact mirror shape of the two pieces, so they become a nice pair. In the meantime, the pieces of binding and veneer will have dried, so I clean them up, get the excess away, and saw them into the desired stripes that are just a bit longer than needed and bend them with the super hot bending iron, and a piece of leather helps protect you not burning your hands. There we go, that's approximately the shape we need. I have glued these already and will let them dry for a few hours between the table vise and continue on it later. Once they are dry, I can see where I need to cut to create a nice corner. I do that by drawing a straight line across and trying to use my chisel to go straight down and make a nice corner like that. Then I start making the top a convex shape so it has some depth to it. The wave in it becomes alive. Here I also see if I have some gaps somewhere or some imperfections that I could be filling with a resin or not. Then it's time to hollow out the insides to give it the smooth and iconic shape that I'm looking for. A wavy feel, something with more depth to it. Oh, did I forget to cut out these parts where I show off some other things I've made? Aren't they just cute? I start scraping the inside of the earring. It should make that I don't have to sand so much. So here I started sanding. Always looks much faster on video. And drilling in the holes for the ear hooks to sit. Just like that. Perfect. And now some wet sanding. And then the last piece with a 1200 sandpaper, and then we put on the wax. Let it sit for a bit and then wipe it off and buff it up a bit. And as last, we attach the hangers and they're done. I'm really proud of these. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Thanks for watching and please follow me for more of this content. Bye!